All right, all right, all right. Hello, everyone, and now welcome to a game between Foggy and HawK. This game taking place here on Springtime version 1.3. I wanted to watch in neutral. Can I like switch this? All right, no. I'm still learning the new interface, trying to figure things out. We're looking at Foggy spawning as the blue night elf on the top left-hand side of the map. I wanted to be able to change the replay vision so I don't actually hear like the unit clicks, like all of these, like these little movements. But apparently, I guess you take the good with the bad in terms of the new replay experience. Leave comments below on what you guys like, being able to see the production, being able to see the heroes and all of their items here. Or do you think pads version W3 booster works better? Yeah, yeah. Let me know. Let me know in the comments below if for some reason pad's not working. Do you want to try to go to this? Do you like this version better, where you can see that it is a demon hunter going up against an archmage? You can see the accounting over here on the top right, and actually adding in APM as well. A little unnecessary feature, in my opinion. Knowing APMs doesn't nearly matter as much. Anyways, Archmage gonna go ahead and get trained up here. We are looking at some interesting Sim City. This additional farm here, very narrow walkway to get in and out, and then all within range of this scout tower, which will most likely become an arcane tower. Meanwhile, Archmage is going to be out here on the battlefield soon. Ancient of War tanking quite a bit of damage, and well, with that Demon Hunter out on the battlefield, what ability is he gonna go for? Doesn't go for any ability yet, just cleaning up that one guy, picking up the gloves of haste, and then making his way out. All right. So gloves of haste there. As now we're looking at the Archmage and the Demon Hunter gonna do a little bit of an exchange right in the center. All right, Archmage does have water elementals, could be trying to put in pressure. No one really teching the tier 2 as of yet, as the Archer gonna get that last final shot and give a little bit more experience to that, to that Demon Hunter. All right, Ancient of War in position, gonna go ahead and train up more units. Footman looking to see if there's anything to try and, well, put pressure anywhere, as the Footman tries to clean up some of those wisps. Alright, a little bit of damage. Archmage, Demon Hunter, both sides still exchanging blows. Unit gonna go ahead and try and retreat back. Archmage gets up to level 2, and now with the Brilliance Aura, level 1 of Brilliance Aura, obviously gonna go ahead and clean up or try to go up against the Demon Hunter here. Footman purposely being pulled back, as always, by, well, high level human players. Being able to pretty much save all of your low hit point footmen and have that scroll of regeneration save an army of 6 to 7 footmen, and also remove all of that damage and get them back in for a second follow-up push. Footman going to continue to engage here, now trying to retreat back. Hey, Todd! Todd, a long time no see. Let me know. I've been asking the chat, what do you guys think? What do you think about this new replay tool from in Reforge? Not much, just casting some games. Casting some games. All right. Demon Hunter picking off a nice lone footman there. Now gonna go ahead. Now just gonna get. Oh, Todd, I remember you telling me years ago that you had a good overlay tool for like 3v3s and 4v4s. I don't think I ever got it from you. Does it still work? Alright. Anyways, maybe Todd left. Anyways, Archmage clearing up the mercenary camp here. Shouldn't get to level 3. Forest Troll Shadow Priest gonna get cleaned up in the very far back. A couple of ensnares. I doubt it'll work. So that you still have it. So remind me of this Lord Vader. Alright. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it probably doesn't work anymore. Anyways. All right, so there's a lot more information I need to remember now that I'm casting with this overlay observer tool. I'm trying to remember like what the levels of all of the creeps are. Like, I'm clicking. I'm like, I know it's a Sasquatch. I think it's a level 5 Sasquatch. Do you ever cast FF? Yeah, FFA. I don't think I ever cast free-for-all games. I cast a number of 4v4s. I know I've casted a number of your 4v4s, just because, yeah, they're often so entertaining. But yeah, learning the mechanics of free for all is, and knowing like, hey, you know what, these guys need to team up together to try and bring this guy down a notch, so that no one really runs away with it. I got some recommendations if you want. All right, Naga Sea Witch coming back around, gonna try and pick up some units. That Ice Troll Berserker trying to retreat, and he will be able to in fact get away. Archer. Yeah. Yeah, I'll message you on Discord. I'll try casting a free-for-all, but I know the free-for-all games, you have to know like you have to have a good understanding of who's ahead and who's behind, and then know who to attack, because you don't want like the weaker guys to be fighting up against each other only to or two strong guys to be whittling away against each other to only allow a weaker guy to eventually come back in and then take and build up by themselves. It's a really different sense of map awareness from what I get. All right, Archmage partnered alongside a Blood Mage this time around. We've seen the Blood Mage and the mana battery strategy with the Archmage much more frequently against the Demon Hunter. The Demon Hunter is such a strong hero, being able to shut down enemy units and shut down enemy heroes and stop that level of play. The Blood Mage, by siphoning that mana, kind of tips things back in favor of the casters here. It lets the casters be casters, so to speak, as the Archmage will finally actually have a decent amount of mana. Now we do see Immolation coming down here, and now we see a flank from the Archers from the far side. This could be a bad spot for HawK to fight his way through. 36 supply compared to 34. More siphon mana away from the Naga Sea Witch as the Demon Hunter. Well, as the Demon Hunter tries to chase down a couple of units here. Militia now making their way over. Demon Hunter does have Immolation, so that is going to be dealing damage, but it looks as though the Rifleman will be able to back away again. All right, trying to train up some more units once more. Militia causing a bit of a traffic jam. Is going to be able to get in front of the Naga Sea Witch? Yes, it is, and the Demon Hunter does not have enough time to transfer that scroll of Town Portal. Naga Sea Witch falls at level 2. Archmage now making its way off to the north here. Blood Mage still 2/3 of the way before getting to level 2, not able to banish that Demon Hunter, perhaps slow him down enough just to start attacking him again. Units looking to fall back once more. Archmage gonna drop some water elementals, tank a little bit of damage, siphon mana away from that Ogre Magi, and perhaps give it to... I'm pretty sure that the Blood Mage was actually upside down on mana. Actually had more mana than what it stated. That might be a visual bug there, because you saw him siphoning mana away. Yeah, that mana is probably slowly ticking down. They need to... nope, okay. Maybe that was just max mana. Alright. Coming through. Blood Mage coming back across. Could try to dive in on that Druid of the Claw there. Difficult to spot. Naga Sea Witch is out as well. A bunch of low hit point units as we see a scroll of Town Portal inbound for that Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter going to get a rejuvenation. Naga Sea Witch going to keep the enemies at bay with those cold arrows. And this is a dangerous spot to try and dive on in. The Blood Mage once more sitting at maximum mana. Blood Mage does have Banish as that second ability instead of Flame Strike. Flame Strike could be very strong to put in pressure at this spot, as the units are just pretty much standing still right now. Foggy continuing the dance back and forth. We see some, denies there to prevent the water elementals from giving too much free experience, as we see a quick Druid of the Claw getting in a big roar, a big 25% damage bonus as we're about to dive in again. Demon Hunter going to finish off a couple of peasants easily. Is it going to continue to just give more experience? It looks like it, as another footman bites the dust as well. Slow Druid of the Claw trying to retreat back. No Staff of Preservation. There's Fork Lightning. Demon Hunter gets up to level 4. And, well, Foggy is just picking apart this fight right now, able to push through. Finally, a banish onto the Demon Hunter to try to remove the Demon Hunter from the battle. Level 3, level 2. As the Archmage is retreating back, there goes another Priest. Druid of the Claw just diving in across multiple units again, as there's another banish once more. Forest Troll or Ice Troll Berserker trying to finish off another unit. The Ice Troll Berserker should be worried about himself. A banish in order to save that Ice Troll Berserker, as we're still seeing some more damage coming back across here. All right, Demon Hunter looking to finish off another Rifleman. There's that Forest Troll Berserker. The Berserker is actually getting healed while in that ethereal state. And that's one way to make sure that your mana is effective, as we're looking at the Demon... Well, getting fished off there. All right, low hit point Water Elemental down to 2 hit points. One auto attack would have been enough, as the Demon Hunter, well, getting stalled out again. All right, instead of going for the chase, gonna instead try to clear out some creep camps. Gonna drain some mana from this Furbolg Tracker. I believe that is a level 6 Furbolg Tracker, 950 hit points. Yeah, sounds about right. Level 6 Furbolg Tracker, and the Blood Mage could have siphoned mana here as well. Demon Hunter gonna coming back around. Level 3 now on the Blood Mage. Blood Mage, what is it going to try and do here? Going to siphon mana away from that Naga Sea Witch, and it looks like it is the level 2 siphon mana variety, as the Naga Sea Witch gets up to level 3 again and has a little bit more mana. All right, level 4, level 3 going up against level 4, level 3, just constant action in this battle. Rejuvenation is slow onto that Demon Hunter, who's trying to dive in once more. Naga Sea Witch getting banished, and now the Blood Mage draining the mana off of that there. It really feels like Flame Strike, well, all 3 of the Blood Mage's abilities would work out extremely well here. Getting Flame Strikes, getting Siphon Manas, all of these working together to try and shut down the enemy. As we see more Siphon Mana, the Blood Mage is just shutting down all the caster play against these Druids of the Claw, and also the Naga Sea Witch and the Mage, the Demon Hunter. All right, there goes another Druid of the Claw there. So 2 Druids of the Claw down, constantly banished. A Demon Hunter unable to really do much in this fight either, as we're looking at the Blood Mage finally low on mana, saying, wait, a new fresh bear is out on the battlefield. You have some precious mana that I want. Naga Sea Witch gets Staff of Preservation back home. Druid of the Claw gonna give Blood Mage giving mana to the Sorceress, so the Sorceress could perhaps follow up with a slow. Druid of the Claw purposely backing away from that fight there. 43 supply compared to 39. HawK, with the smaller overall supply, still coming out ahead in these trades and playing beautifully. Blood Mage picking up a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability and a Scroll of Healing on the move again. Gonna go after another Furbolg Tracker Creep Camp. Water Elemental in the wrong spot. Really should be in that front line to try and absorb more of that damage. Siphon mana away from the Forest Troll High Priest, prevent those heals and any more inner fires, as the, well, Night Elf army just passing on the other neck of the woods. Well, gonna simply pass by each other. All right, I guess I can't see what items are when they're dropped. Arcane Tower feedbacking onto the Demon Hunter. Perhaps going to feed back now the Naga Sea Witch, as the Riflemen, Sorceresses are here ready to go. Peasants are just going to escape back out the north and saying, you guys are just kind of trapped in this tough spot right here. Yes, you can do some damage to an Arcane Tower, but this is going to be much, much worse for you. Oh, a wall of invisible archers. All right, so a wall of invisible archers here preventing well, the units. Okay, they actually get moved, and by moving, now the army can actually make their way inside here. This is a little bit of a misstep there. I do not believe Foggy meant to move that archer and then allow the army to come on inside. All right. They could have just kind of camped there for a little while longer until daybreak and then used the Scroll of Town Portal. It would have stopped all the mining inside the main base for so long on springtime, and given an economic advantage once more to Foggy's. Foggy sitting at 49 supply compared to HawK's 47. We are at Tree of Eternity going up against just a keep. We see a lumber mill now being placed down here take a look at the units here. How many peasants are out there? Only 7 workers, so not very many workers for HawK at this point. He'll need to train up some more, perhaps get a little bit more lumber going as well.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
All right. Fighting here. Staff of Preservation for the save. There's a slow now onto the Nagasewich. Rifleman. Is that Rifleman just going to shoot that Dryad? One more shot. Oh. That Dryad gets away at 9 hit points. Meanwhile, Demon Hunter trying to roar its way through, trying to finish off this, take down this lumber mill before it is completed. But no, the peasants are able to get the lumber mill up and running. And with that fortified defense, the archers are not going to be able to shut it down easily. Casters, however, out of the back line support from everything else. Forked Lightning. Well, if you banish a unit to save it, the other side can perhaps just use a Forked Lightning to finish it off, and that's what happened there as the Staff of Preservation saves another Druid of the Claw. 44 supply compared to 43. Demon Hunter trying to chase after all of these units. We see Invisibility save a unit there as an Invisible Priest now looking to fall back again. All right. Arcane Sanctum. Training up some sorceresses, no riflemen, dual dryads still getting trained up by Foggy. Foggy seemingly having, well, decent control of some of these fights here, and now also setting up an expo off to the north. That is going to be key, but at the same time, the Archmage and the Blood Mage is clearing that similar bottom spot. Gloves of Haste given to the Archmage. I guess because the Archmage stands around and throws fireballs more than the Blood Mage throws around whatever those attacks are. All right, a small tactical force, perhaps going to try to dive in. Arcane Vault. Barracks getting ready to go. There's level 5 onto the Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter level 5 could be, well, level 3 Immolation or level 3. How much damage is that? There's an invisibility right there. Immolation is pretty big damage overall, and, well, it's just going to slowly get drained away. What is he going to go after? There goes one rifleman. Another rifleman could get taken down. He does have good evasion. I believe that is level 3 evasion. Effectively giving... what is that?
Our warriors have engaged.
Another 6 points of armor, I think, is evasion. I'm trying to remember my old spreadsheets in terms of effective hit points. All right, Demon Hunter getting ready to engage here. Gonna head off to the north, trying to go after some of those units. There's a Forked Lightning, and it feels like Foggy has figured out a way to deal with banished units. Just deal bonus damage with Forked Lightning instead. Banishing your unit no longer saves them from all harm, as we see a Staff of Preservation saving that unit there. Meanwhile, Dryads need a force to retreat back. There's just too many units here by HawK. I don't know why Foggy is in this fight right now. As we see another Staff of Preservation, there's going to be a low, well, one archer getting taken down. Scroll of Town Portal, tactical retreat. Well, and those units are now backing up. All right, no upkeep on both sides. Artificial Nightfall here. We see a water elemental attempting to take down this Tree of Life. Tree of Life should be trying to entangle this gold mine off to the north, as the human army well, wants to stop the mining before it even gets started. We're still looking at more Dryads getting trained up. 0-1 upgrades on those Dryads, as we still have about 3 minutes of mining in the main bases. Druid of the Claw in Druid form. That's a horrible spot to be in. Gonna try and... Does he rejuvenate himself? Yes, he does. Gonna rejuvenate himself and back away again, as we could be looking at a transition off to the north here. Okay, Foggy sitting at 50 over 70 supply. His army is a little bit beat up. Meanwhile, looking at the human army, the priests are able to do enough to, well, keep most of the units in the green now, as this Tree of Life is about to get shut down. All right, not going to be able to pay for itself at all, but could perhaps open up an opportunity for a fight. There's a Forked Lightning. Scroll of Healing trying to counteract, as it looks as though the Tree of Life is still barely hanging on. Some quick detonations onto the casters in that back line, losing out some precious mana. Nagasewich needs to get another Forked Lightning in, instead of just draining all of that mana away, as the Druids of the Claw unable to finish that last unit there. We need to see some repairs on this Tree of Life, and it looks like we will be getting full saturation onto this gold mine eventually. The Wisp, come on, repair the Tree of Life before jumping on inside. All right, we'll see if that Tree of Life ends up sticking around. Rifleman just ripping through a Dryad pretty much instantaneously there as Dryads get shot down again. Counter attack by HawK. It was a tactical retreat, not because he was losing the battle by too much, but he just wanted to regroup here. Water Elemental going to get dropped here as a couple of Staff of Preservation still saving some of those Druids of the Claw. All right, we're going back into banishing the enemy units to remove them from the fight as the Naga Sea, which is going to go ahead and try and retreat back out. There's some repairs now on that onto that Tree of Life off to the north. HawK needs to go ahead and shut that down quickly. Repairs underway, getting out gold, incredibly important. Druids of the Claw now making their way over. How much damage can be done, and are the priests going to be able to keep this army stitched up well enough? Well enough to matter. All right, all of the Wisps now coming off, realizing, wait, maybe we should have repaired earlier, as 3 Wisps repairing that Tree of Life now. Rifleman trying to shut things down here. No banish on the Demon Hunter. Nope, there's the banish on the Demon Hunter, trying to remove him from the fight. However, anti-magic shell quickly cancels that right there as the Blood Mage draining all of the mana off of the Naga Sea, which again, we're finally in low upkeep for Foggy. Still some repairs underway as the Demon Hunter trying to go after some of these targets. Could go after the Blood Mage. Blood Mage could be in a little bit of trouble. That is going to be some lasting poison damage, I thought, as the Blood Mage able to retreat back. All right, Archmage could be in a lot of trouble as well. It does have a Scroll of Town Portal and will be forced to use it. The longer these fights go, the better it is going to be for Foggy, as Foggy is able to continue to get a little bit... Well, he needs to repair here. Why isn't he repairing? Okay, there is a little bit of repairs here. There's plenty of gold. There's Wisps. Perhaps Foggy was low on lumber? And that's why he needed it. Naga Sea, which picks up the medallion, getting even more hit points as the Archmage and the Blood Mage now coming back from the other side here. All right. Druid of the Claw, dangerously low on hit points. Staff of Preservation could be getting ready. There you are, just constantly waiting for that cooldown as the Tree of Life still needs to get repaired. Could be in a little bit of trouble, suffering quite a bit of damage, down to 260 hit points already, and while still falling here. Druid of the Claw now trying to make their way over, trying to put in that pressure as the mining is still able to happen, at least temporary for now. One Rifleman now down. Druid of the Claw still diving in. Archmage continuing to put in that pressure. Druid of the Claw now trying to back away. Naga Sea, which getting into position as well. There's a Forked Lightning, but on no banished units as the Siphon Mana now removing mana from those Druids of the Claw. All right, that Blood Mage seemingly having mana for days as the Druids of the Claw are trying to retreat back again. 49 supply compared to 41 as the Archmage getting banished and getting taken out of the fight. Ancient of War now making its way over. Spellbreakers slowly making their way onto the battlefield as the Naga Sea Witch gets up to level 5. All right, Naga Sea Witch with the Cold Arrow and that Orb of Venom able to deal damage over time or slow down a target as necessary, as the Rifleman trying to shoot down a couple of units there. There's a quick banish as the Rifleman doesn't have to worry about the Naga Sea Witch since no mana is on that Naga Sea Witch just quite yet. Ancient of War still trying to trek their way through as the Blood Mage only sitting at 4.5 after all this time. Another Water Elemental getting turned into a puddle as the Demon Hunter gets sent back home and is nearly at level 6. That's a lot of full Moon Wells. The Druids of the Claw could rejuvenate and then push back through again as the Tree of Life finally falls. A lot of gold, however, was mined out of that gold mine, and that little bit of gold difference could spell a very big overall difference in the end if the Demon Hunter can just get that last bit of experience to get to level 6. You can't, don't know how much experience he needs. There's level 6. Is he going to go for Metamorphosis? That is the question. And if he does, he needs a Potion of Mana in order to, properly use it, since the Blood Mage has just been, taking away so much of that Demon Hunter's mana throughout this battle. Is this from the Weekly Cup yesterday? I don't think so. I've been sitting on this replay getting ready to cast it for more than a day, so yeah, it's not from yesterday. Demon Hunter getting banished out again. Archmage continuing to battle it up. Dryads finishing off another Rifleman there. More Siphon Mana. The Blood Mage Siphon Mana is such a big part of this battle, as the Blood Mage able to escape away with with invisibility again. Demon Hunter, however, making sure that this retreat or this regrouping of the human army costs a lot as unit after unit has been falling. Only a handful of casters left. We're going to look at another Spellbreaker. That Spellbreaker's gotta fall, right? It's so low on hit points. Like, is it going to fall? No. He's going to escape away at 2 hit points. All right. Finally getting taken down there. All right. The Spellbreaker. Oh! Okay. Apparently, I was kicked off from BattleNet. But yeah, that Fork Lightning taking down 2 heroes was just absolutely that one of the best Fork Lightnings I've ever seen. Like, a Fork Lightning making me squeal. All right, hope you guys enjoyed that. That was good game. Good game overall. Let me know how you guys like the new overlay, or if you want me to go back to the traditional style. Thanks for watching.